Hello, and welcome to the Asset Leadership Network Thursday at 4. I am Nick Kinoki, the Director of Technology for the Asset Leadership Network, and I am so glad for all of you who've joined us today on this January 7th, 2021. On screen, you'll see today's guest, Kris. How do you pronounce your last name, Kris?
Goly.
Kris Goly. Thank you guys so much for being here, and with that, I'll introduce Jim Dieter, ALN CEO, and you can take it from here, Jim.
Oh, good. Thank you so much, Nick. You see my background today. I found a picture, a photo from our Asset Leadership Week in 2018. And we had one of our days on Capitol Hill. This picture was taken at a subcommittee conference room on the Senate side, as I recall. And I think the Capitol, of course, is all forefront in our minds. Just what an amazing place it is. If you haven't had a chance to visit, when you come to Washington, it's really a thing to see. And the fact that you can actually visit, at least up until this time, you can visit and the congressional office buildings and visit your senators and congressmen. And it's pretty easy to get in, or it has been. But today, the events of yesterday are heavy in all of our minds. There's so much to think about. But since we're asset management people, I would say from an asset perspective, beyond the physical assets, and of course we're talking about the facilities and everything we see in that beautiful and historic building. The other assets, our institutions, starting with democracy. And we yesterday certainly showed us all the value that we consider when we think about those institutions and how important they are. So I hope, all of us can work together and everybody in the country to assure that we can find civil ways to continue our great country and to move forward. So still on my mind, but we'll leave that aside for now. And allow me a turn to Kris and say, welcome, Kris. It's great to have you. Kris and I have known each other for a good long time from the US TAG and ISO TC 251 meetings. Kris was a real leader in that effort and has increasingly stepped up in roles. And he's recently taken the role, starting this year, as the head of the US TAG, US Technical Advisory Group, to TC 251. He had previously been the head of delegation. And I had both of those jobs in the past, so I can appreciate the importance of that. And the remarkable idea of being that you're representing your country in these efforts is remarkable. The US TAG has participated in the effort for ISO 55000 to date. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
In March, we will have a voting, and we will start on redeveloping the 55001, the most important one, right? So we will have to look for more volunteers from US, more experts to participate in this. So one of my tasks right now, what I'm perceiving as my task personally, is to develop with work group 3 a plan how we can promote US TAC and 55,000 standard, and with help of ALN, I believe you guys doing absolutely great job promoting this. But we need to bring more people into US TAC that actually will participate in the development. We want to make sure that US is well represented in US TAC. And just for information of the participant, we just changed our standard operating procedure. So if somebody wants to join US TAC, the price dropped from $1,000 joining fee to $100, and this $100 cover membership for the first year. And we will try to promote this because we really do need more people, more experts from both the industry, from government, from infrastructure, from power generation, from transportation, and so on. So we'll try to develop a campaign, and I'm pretty sure, Jim, that you will help us on this one, promoting the ISO 55000 start and participation. Right now, we're working on and by the end of January, end of February, I would say, we'll have a communication plan. That's one thing. But we have to wait till sometimes March to talk about development of the new version of ISO 55000. Actually, in March, there will be a chairman meetings, chairman advisory board meeting, and chairman, TC 251. And it will be decided how we are going to proceed with development of the standard. So after that, we will have to develop our own roadmap, how we can support this, what we need to do internally in US. Definitely, I want more members, and I want more input from the members, from various industries, government institution, states, and so on, municipalities, and so on. That's my goal. But the more detailed plan will be developed sometimes towards the end of March, once we get, the plan for TC 251.
Hey, Kris, could you give people an idea of the timeline? If people are thinking, well, why should I start on 55,000 now if they're going to revise it? It's going to be a few years, right?
Yeah, that's a very good question. The revision will take probably 2-3 years. That would be the timeline. But the revision, I don't believe, will be a big one. It's only slight enhancement. So if somebody wants to work on ISO 55000 right now, I think they should. They cannot wait for later revision, because you're basically wasting 2-3 years time. You want to have benefits right now quickly, right? So once the new standard is released, I don't believe it will take too much effort to basically tweak your processes. At least that's the plan.
Very good. Any
Awesome.
other questions, Nick?
Well, yeah, the only one was about how people can get involved helping revising the standards, and you kind of asked that.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's great. It's really good to have a diverse group of people involved. I just can't tell you, to put a different light on it. When I got involved in this, I thought I knew about asset management, and my analogy was I had blinders on, and they kept coming off, and I'd go, oh, that's asset management. And then I go, oh, that's asset management. And it's stunning, as Cecilia points out, there's another way to open our eyes and things to consider as assets, and how does this apply? And how might that be included, in these discussions? So it's a great opportunity. And as we literally are the experts, and I mean all of us on this call, and people around the world, and getting to work with people from around the world in asset management, it is an education. It's stunning. I would not be here now if not for all that. The ALN is a direct outgrowth of all those efforts. So, all right, I got off on a rant speech, but Kris, thank you so much. Any closing words you'd like to offer?
Just one. Get involved. Get involved, get involved, participate, participate, participate. We need input, and we need to make sure that US voice is heard. Jim, you heard me many times in the past. We don't want to be overridden by UK, by Pommies, by Aussies, and Netherlands. Our voice from US has to be heard.
Great.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Great closing, Kris. I like that. Get involved. And hopefully some people that were out there watching or may see this in the future will do just that. For now, signing off until next Thursday at 4. Hope to see you guys all there. Thanks so much for coming.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.